G'day everyone, Chris, Krause and the Kiwi from Primax Sports, the NRL preview for this week ahead. Shortened round with only 4 games, heading into Origin 2. Not too many changes to the Origin lineups, 1 change for each side. Miles out, Lillyman in, and for New South Wales, obviously they've lost Corden to injury, and in comes Wade Graham, allowing that he passes the judiciary.
Yeah, likely probably Frizzell will come in because I don't think Graham will be getting off that, so likely Frizzell to come in there for the big fella.
Yeah.
Tackle wasn't that bad.
Unfortunately, it wasn't, but precedent's been set that sort of contact does, generally result in a suspension.
A good call, but someone did come out, young Benji, and mention that possibly a fine system should be implemented for the bigger games, so a player can nominate to take a fine and still be eligible to play in these big games, which are career-changing games.
It won't be a case of the player nominating. That's never going to come into place. Otherwise, every player would nominate. Oh, you got a 10-week suspension or 50,000. Yeah, I'll play next week. Thank you very much.
That'd be $1 million. Come on.
Yeah. So, but the whole thing is, it's going to come down to that. That won't come in this year, unfortunately. It's been talked about for the last couple, so it'll be interesting to see what that happens. You'd think that if he was going to miss Origin, he could have done a better job in taking JT out.
Yeah, should have at least gone the kneecaps or take the ears off or something.
Probably the brightest thing Hindy said this year anyway.
Yeah. Sounded like JT didn't want to face him as well. Oh, isn't there a rule about hitting the head?
Yeah. A bit scared.
Dear. All right, so 4 games this weekend. Let's get into the footy. First up, the early games, South taking on the Eels. South obviously without a couple of Origin stars there. Also Bryson Goodwin managed to break an arm, so a few out there. Still got some strong players available. Cody Walker's been their best for mine over the last few weeks.
Yeah, but he's been playing his best from fullback, so I think it's going to be a big change going back into 5'8". I think he does play his best running the back with the ball. But the Eels, I think they're going to be really strong. Played against good Titans outfit up in the heat of Darwin and really gave it to them. I thought they played well. Admittedly, I don't remember too much of the game. I might have been having a few beers there, but I thought they did well.
Doesn't sound like you at all, mate. Certainly they played well, still without foreign though, and they were quite slow out of the blocks. That's one concern for me. I don't know whether or not the Rabbits are going to match it with them, but certainly they need to come out of the blocks a little bit harder if they want to be, a contender. It's obviously a loose term based on we still don't know what's happening around the competition points for Parramatta in that regard.
Yeah, they've got to be hungry every week, don't they? They've got to keep their supporters on board no matter what happens with the competition points, so they've really got to play well.
Yeah, that's it. I think they'll miss a bit of that left edge with no Jennings, but I still think they're going to get the job done, so I'll be leading the Eels 1-12 in this one.
I'm actually going to go a bit further. I think the Eels are going to be looking the goods. I just think South are in disarray. They're out of form. All their key players are out of form. I just don't think they're going to hold it. One bright spark's been Bryson Goodwin, and with him out, I think I'm going to go Eels 13+.
Eels 1-12.
All right, second up, we've got the Dragons up against Storm at Dragons. So I think the home ground advantage may be a bit of a factor, especially with a few of the players missing from Melbourne with the Origin. So a couple of the key players, as we know, your Smith and Cronk's out. But can Munster and a few of the others make up for the difference?
In saying that, they do welcome back Blake Green this week and young Tonamapia, two solid names into their side. Kenny Bromwich has already shown us what he can do at 9. He played hooker in the back end of that test match for New Zealand, so I don't think they lose too much. Admittedly, they lose 2 of their top line players in Smith and Cronk, but that's all they're losing. They're not losing anyone else. Those Kiwi stars are still there. Jesse Bromwich is in form. As for home ground advantage, they didn't really struggle too much with the road trip to Sydney last week for the Roosters, so the shorter trip to the south of Sydney is probably not going to trouble them too much either. It'll be a bit more of an arm wrestle. Certainly be interesting, as you said, if Tyson Frizzell gets caught in, that's a big loss for the Dragons. So for me, I think the Storm is still going to be too strong in this one. Benny?
Yeah, the Storm, they're just a team that they know how to win, and they foster that culture through the club, so every player coming in knows they've got a job to do. And I know if I was taking Cam Smith's position for one game, I know what you're playing.
If you were taking his position, I'd be backing the Dragons.
Come on.
As for saying they know what to do to win, it's a pretty simple concept, isn't it? Just score more points than the other team.
I'm just going to point out I'm the only bloke wearing shoes here today.
That's all right. You've probably stolen them on the way into the office.
Good Kiwi.
I'm going Storm 1-12 for me. Storm 1-12.
Yeah, I think the Storm will be too strong. If Frizzell plays, I think it'll be a 1-12. I think it'll only be a couple of tries in it. If they don't have that bit more back row starch with him there, I'll be going Melbourne 13+.
I like the way that the Dragons played last week. I think they've even got more to offer. Frizzell will be a big loss, but I think Dragons will be too strong, go 1-12.